It's only been 5 days. You've just cut it to make it seem like it's been 3 years.
That would be, oh man. But it's just, I'm glad that you got here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad we made it to a hundo, man.
100.
Plan on, I ain't ready to stop.
No, not anytime soon. If anything, this is like the best motivation to be like, holy shit.
I was kind of reminiscing today about like us manifesting it too.
That's the thing, man. Manifestation is huge. Like, just kind of a personal thing in my life. Like, after I graduated here, in Lebanon in 2015, like, I kind of knew, like, I'm going to go back to Avon. You know what I mean? Like, that was just kind of common knowledge if I were to, like, know what was going on, with...
If there was any manifestation going on, feel like...
I knew I was going to be back in Avon. I knew I was going to be back, where I, like, came from. And, like, that's where I was like, I need to start manifesting something in my life, you know what I mean? And that's where the college came about. And that's what's crazy, too, bro. Like... I went to college and we were still doing this, you know what I mean? Like, Vince has got 2 children, full-time job doing this. You got full-time job, things in your life, like the things that we've been able to balance and still be able to do this and manifest it is crazy.
And a lot of that is, I feel like a lot of that motivation is one for pure fun. Like an enjoyment, and then as well as like for the fans, like, man, like, and that's one thing too that kind of keeps it going to me is like seeing
the
like
acknowledgement.
The feedback, not necessarily to be acknowledged, because like I feel like it comes with the feedback, because you know what I mean, like, but to feel what somebody else got out of it, whether that be a positive or negative feeling, like they wanted to engage with it or have a voice in some sort of way. So, and
that's what we did this for. Yeah.
Because how many times do people, when did I ask for your 2 cents or whatever? And it's just like, you know what? Here's mine. I'm just laying it out here.
Yeah, you don't want to listen.
And I'm blessed that you took the time out of your day to listen.
Yeah.
I mean, what? 3 years ago.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like some people could either choose not to even do it, or give an ear to it and be like, oh, this ain't my thing or whatever, and then that's respectable, like you're saying. Or if they're like, yo, I fucks with that, keep on going. I mean, that kind of motivates me. I feel like,
always.
But episode 100, man.
Episode 100. Let's take it back reversed. Episode 001. Take a little look at that. Let's see where we came from. Fuck all the game, you know what I'm playing. You see where I came from.
If these geese for real pull up, bro, what we gonna do?
You know, me and geese ain't got good.
Dude,
we don't got good history.
Here's the thing: it was flies in the garage, bro.
So we got flies in the garage. We got geese out here
fighting.
But we're in V formation, so we're kind of doing what they're doing.
Let's go.
Yeah. And we got the V guy right here.
King V.
King V. That's why I told him, I said, the king sits in his seat.
That's Vinny here.
Yeah, that's Vinny right there, okay?
So you got episode 1, The Last Dance, intro to our pod. We talked about how we started the podcast, how we started watching The Last Dance together during the quarantine. How we all met. We talked about how we all met. This is about an hour
quarantine. We went through a quarantine during all this.
We really did. We started a podcast during a quarantine. We were like, you know what? What should we do? Get really close to each other and talk.
We actually would come out here and hang out.
For sure.
And then go back and watch we'd pause it. It'd be like an hour behind. Cause we'd get talking out here.
Yeah, just going about conversations, watching The Last Dance, and what a vibe that was. Too.
Rick and Morty be on after that.
We'll stick around for a little. Why not?
Why not?
Have a few good quick laughs. Why not?
Another hour. 4 hours later.
I remember we did the very first podcast, and then it kind of didn't go.
Yeah, because I feel like we weren't really sure how to run one.
But it felt good to get one in too. You know what I mean? And one to a little bit be better. You know, I don't know, which we could have just started.
Run. I think we might have had a couple of those.
Well, because what's the difference whenever like we're still fresh getting into it and we have to put out content, opposed to, you know what I mean, just like scrap this or whatever. Like, I guess in reality, I kind of think like maybe I should have digressed on that and let it. But
I feel like people would probably have done the same thing.
Right.
I mean, think about music.
Oh yeah.
Think about all the music that's, you know, trash, but then think about all the, like, you hear an album and then you hear a song in there and you're like, what the fuck is this doing here? You know what I mean? It's like, this is just a filler song. And sometimes people have filler episodes or filler songs or filler this, but realistically, man, I can truthfully and honestly say that I feel like every time we've came here, we've tried to be as fresh as possible and like go into it. Like we've obviously tied in other episodes and things that have happened in the past, but like when it comes to just going into it with the energy, it's like, it's not like we're going into it like we're doing the same thing every time. Like, no, to us, every time we do this, it's like almost the first time.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like
I get excited every
setting
time.
it up. Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Yeah. It's never like a, you know, like, oh, if I had a long day or whatever, and you would know it more. I mean, you work the most. You have a long ass day, but then once we get here, we get the computer set up, we get the mic set up, the XLR cables plugged into the mixer. Jared gets here. You know what I mean?
Typically.
Think about how crazy it was keeping in contact with you too. During
damn, that's a
we
huge
did this across the
we
country.
figured it out somehow. I was like, I figured out how to route the audio into. I was like, yes, we got it.
That's the thing.
You could hear us through it.
I was like in school for that, and Vince was doing it without school.
It is insane.
I need a refund. But no, I mean, isn't that crazy? Like, I was in school for audio engineering, and Vince was basically just figuring it out. And then, like,
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube figuring it out, and then me getting my, you know, like me learning it and getting my certificate. It's almost like we just perfected it.
It was a big help when you took over audio.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, it was less work, but then at the same time, I was able to, you know, put out what I learned, and made the audio better compared to just doing nothing.
And then the upgrades.
And the upgrades we've done. I mean, everyone could see that throughout the episodes.
Yeah, where we first started.
P4.
Remember my blue mic? Yeah. We had it like held up with something. I don't even know, like
zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties. It's all like falling on me. I'm like, guys, like, dude, stop messing with your mic. Like, can't.
It's not me. It's the mic. It's messing with me. We had the P4.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
The P4 mixer.
Yeah. I still see people use those.
Yep.
Because they're so convenient just to carry.
The P4 mixer is so convenient. It's basically just a bigger field recorder that can take XLR mics. Like, it's so small that you could strap that to your belt. Yeah. And field record, like, say you're under a fucking bridge or say you're out in the middle of the woods and you want to get good recording. That P4 could be perfect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and I have the P4 now at my crib. Yeah, and me and Dylan, we use it for any type of fight files that we do.
Better out here?
I mean, if you're in like a smaller, if we didn't have this table to set that up on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But as far as like capability, this is the boy right here, dude.
Geese are circling. I see him.
They're starting to come back. They see
Vince is about to shoot him.
Yeah, Vince is going to get the 22.
Is this all good still? Okay.
They see the V formation and they're intimidated by it.
I feel like they're just kind of watching us, trying to find a game plan.
Right. They're like, how are we going to get Logan again? I
want them to know, I'm watching you watching.
They know it was me and you that one time.
Ooh.
A decade ago.
Abducted.
Abducted a decade ago by the geese monster.
Are they ducks, though?
Are they? Like, are they in the same family?
Big ducks, I feel like. Geese.
Would you consider duck poultry?
Yeah. Because,
Oh.
But
it's a lot more, like, gamier.
Right, probably.
I have not had duck in a really long time.
I don't think I've ever had duck.
I'm a lie. I don't think I've had duck either. Yeah.
You've seen like duck eggs or like
I can almost say like a never, but
You ever seen a duck egg? It's super like
I've seen
greasy.
quail
Oh,
eggs.
it's
Yeah.
nasty looking.
On Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they always eat crow eggs.
oh gosh,
Protein, they make crow milk.
Shout out Dilly.
Shout out Dilly for showing me my favorite show now besides
to watch
Avatar.
Speaking of Dilly, who's you can name a couple if you want.
Let's name